So like,
I work all the time.
yeah. So do you like fill
Yeah.
your days now with like clients, hair clients?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm booked out until the latter part of July right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great though. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Good. Good.
I do. I love doing hair.
Good. Um, yeah. I remember the first time we talked, you remind me of my preacher's wife. Like it's just so crazy. Every time I see you, I see Lee. Um, but anyways, okay.
Well,
Hey guys. Huh?
you look just like my niece-in-law that married my nephew.
I look
You,
like a
it's
mama who's been
the
at the ballpark
resemblance.
right now.
Hey, congratulations. Go champs.
Yeah, they did. They won it. They won it. Um, it was fun.
Awesome.
It was fun. It was a close game too, so it was even more fun that way. Hey, Miley, go take a shower. We got 2 showers. Now only take a shower in my shower. Alicia, did you work Saturday? Did you go in for your 9 hours? I mean, I thought about you today and I was going to text you and I forgot. I was busy. It was crazy day.
I didn't.
Yeah.
No.
Did it go okay with you not going in?
Yeah, I think so. They just said, I hope you feel better. I mean, I just
Oh,
thought I
okay.
could. I just told him I was super overwhelmed and,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, something we can pray about for sure and seek the Lord's direction. My friend Kendra and I were I have a friend, her name's Kendra Zero. I don't know if I don't know if you guys have seen her on a team call or anything. She's one of my really good friends that through Beachbody. And she's a really, really strong believer. But we were, hey Tiara, I didn't say hello to you. How are you? We were talking about the business last week, and we were talking about how if we could teach business women, to really just invite God into everything that we do, like it's that pray without ceasing, right? God, what do I say in this caption? God, what do I say to this person who wants more information? God, how do I help this person who doesn't have the money without spending all my time, doing that. And just like everything, like God wants us to cast all of that on him. I believe that. And just how freeing that is. Like, you just think about it, how much peace we have as believers because we can submit everything to the Lord. And so, yeah, anyways, all that to say, we can pray that God would direct you in making a decision there about what to do or what not to do, and just trust him with it. Yep, we can pray about that. Yeah. Okay. So this is our third new partner call for the month of May. May's so weird. There's like 5 Mondays in May. So I'm a little confused about it, but today's the third Monday. And I think that last week that Shannon talked to you guys about inviting mostly, and then you did some work. So I just want to kind of like recap as we get started tonight on this call, and before I kind of get into just some things I definitely want you guys to know. Just remember this, okay? Like Autumn says, hear my words. You are in training. You are training to be a body partner. And I absolutely went through like 3 solid months of my new coach training, getting on these calls every week, being in our Facebook group. Like I just wanted to soak it up. And it really, I believe, could have gone faster, probably. But I really wanted to learn the basics of what I was supposed to be doing. And I was a busy mom. I was working a full-time job. Like I had 2 toddlers and life was crazy. And I was definitely working in the pockets of my day. And I didn't even know what was possible. I couldn't see what God had coming. But I just knew I was supposed to do the work. Like I knew that I was supposed to have this tracker printed out, and I knew I was supposed to check the boxes every day. And at that point, it was just checking boxes. Like my heart was not in it like it is today. It was exciting. It was fun. I wanted to help people, but I really just wanted to do it for more than like 3 or 4 months and see what was possible. And so like, I wish I'd kind of had that mindset back then. I felt like a failure if I didn't post one day. I got lots of no's one day and I was like, oh, this sucks. It doesn't work. But I just kept saying, no, I'm going to show up again. And I can literally remember laying in my bed in the morning thinking, am I going to do it again today? Like, am I going to do the work again today? Or am I just going to go back to like living paycheck to paycheck, just tap out and quit when it gets hard? Or am I going to just lean in? Am I going to lean in? Am I going to do the work? And God just kept saying, Rachel, do the work. Just keep showing up. And so I say that it makes it sound like I was miserable as a new coach. I was not. I was very overwhelmed and I lacked major confidence. I swear, you guys, like if you could see the Rachel back then, versus the Rachel today, you would have to give God all the glory for that. And I do give God the glory for that. So, all that to say, like, I know what it's like to be where you're at and to wonder, does this work? Or, like, am I ever going to get past my fears and all that stuff? And it's just so flipping worth it. Like my husband's back there, he could probably testify to it. Like it's so worth it. So lean in, do the work. Don't take breaks on days you have a hard day. Don't take breaks when somebody tells you no. And to the coach that's watching this and you haven't really gotten your business off the ground because you're kind of fearful and afraid of what people might think of you, like who cares? Like who cares? Nobody else's opinions are going to pay my bills. Like I remember my coach telling me that all the time. Other people's opinions don't pay my bills. And if I had let other people's opinions of what I was doing, and I'll tell you, I had good friends who were like, Rachel, what are you doing? And they just kind of ignored my posts. They didn't talk about it whenever we were together. And looking back, I can see now that they were just kind of overwhelmed and intimidated by me being more confident. And so, all that to say, like the work is worthy work. It's good work. It's worth showing up for. And that first check of $70, that first check of $40, that first check of $200, it will only grow the more that you continue to show up and build the business. So that's like my new coach Rachel pep talk that I want to give you guys, because I just do. I really and truly love the work and I love getting to teach you guys how to do it. So with that, at this point, and we're heading into our third full week of May, some things you should definitely be doing is posting. No, let me back up farther than that. Let me go back further than that. You should be taking care of your body. You should be working out. You should be drinking your shake. You should be making a meal plan and meal prepping on the weekends and showing people what you're doing. You're not just doing it to show people. You're doing it because it makes you stronger and healthier and a good steward of your body. And so if you're struggling at any point with taking care of yourself, and following the plan and being consistent in that, like reach out to your coach or to me. Everybody here has a good upline, but reach out to your upline coach, ask them for help, and don't sit there and let the fraudy feelings of I can't even take care of my own self, how am I going to help other people, rule your business, because that can happen too. So you should be working out. You should be following a plan. You should be documenting that plan on social media by sharing your workout in your stories, by posting to your feed every day. And yes, I do think you need to be posting every single day, just because you're creating, again, you're training. And how do we train? Everybody who gets good at something has to do it over and over and over, repetition. It's that slight edge. It's that compound effect that we talk about. So posting on your social media is where you're going to actually get your message out. And then the other thing is you should definitely be inviting people. So early on in May, I challenged you guys to make a dirt list. And not everybody has a massive warm market. But one of the things that someone reminded me of recently was that your Facebook friends, honestly, that's your warmest market. Like if you don't have like a really close-knit group of friends or family that you can talk to, that you can invite, that can be your first clients, that's okay. You really have a good warm market in your Facebook friends. And so somebody challenged me recently, and I'm going to share my screen with you guys while I do this. Somebody challenged me recently because I honestly I honestly haven't. I've kind of neglected my personal Facebook page for a while now, because I do believe long term, like the business is built through Instagram and things. But if you go to your personal Facebook page and you go to friends, let's see. I don't. I guess I go to all friends. I don't know how to sort this by like. I think you can sort it by like alphabet or something. But if you just start scrolling down through your friends list, like it's actually the people it's gonna show you first are the people that you engage with the most on Facebook. So obviously, I mean, I use Facebook for our team and our business. So I see lots of my coaches. But if I keep going, I'm going to start to see people that maybe aren't coaches with me, aren't clients with me. And so you can actually like go through your list of people in your Facebook page, and you can like click on their name and say message Emily, and you can say, hey Emily, I don't hold on know if you've been following my page lately, but I've fallen in love with my workouts, changing my nutrition. For me, I would say something like managing my hormones through food. And I am actually helping, whoops, sorry, I'm typing. I'm a sloppy typer if you haven't noticed, helping other women do the same. Do you have any goals that you are working towards in your own health and fitness right now? I'd love to partner up. Right. And so just something super simple. And I know that I did that like really fast, and I can share that if you guys want me to, but don't overthink it. Like, don't overthink the message and the opportunity that you have to actually impact other women. And listen, you know what? You know why I know you're not sending the messages? Because you're afraid they're going to say no, or you're afraid they're going to read the message and not respond to it. Listen, if they do that, what has changed? Like, what has changed? They're not your client today. If they're not your client tomorrow, nothing has changed. But if we really believe, and this is my conviction talking, if we really believe that what we have to offer women works, that it can change their lives, then we have to be sending the message. And I'll tell you that even if somebody doesn't join me, they know I cared enough to invite. Okay. That's the perspective. That's the mindset shift that has to happen. People know that I care enough to actually invite them to do this with me. And so if you haven't started working through your Facebook list, like, let's do it tonight. We're going to work a little bit on this call. If you haven't posted on your Facebook in a little bit, you can't send that message, honestly. Okay. So that's where all of this works together. It's like a perfect, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not a perfect storm. That's the opposite. This is not a storm. This is like where it all works cohesively together. Okay. And so if you're not posting, it's time. If you're not posting on your Facebook page or your Instagram page, like, you need to make a post tonight about something. Make a post about, how you're tired of letting fear hold you back, and you're going after it in your health and fitness, and you're actually going to help other women. Make a post about something that you read in our challenge group today, or from your personal development, or from your quiet time with the Lord, and share what God is just doing in your heart and your mind and your life. And you can turn it into a call to action to our Melt Your Middle group. Like, it's not too late to get people into that group. And so, like, for you, if you're doing Melt Your Middle, like, what are your goals? Why are you doing that? Let me tell you this: people will follow you over and over and over and over if you share your vision and your goals with people on a regular basis. People, think about all the people that inspire you, that you follow, that you read their posts. I would guarantee you that they share their vision for what they're trying to accomplish in life over and over and over. So if you haven't posted today, go put a picture of yourself up. It could be your family, it could be your workout selfie. I don't care, but tell people where you're going and why you want to take them with you. Okay. And so if you're posting, you can send that message to people on Instagram and Facebook. Facebook's what's much warmer. I think it's better to do that, what I just sent on Facebook. But yeah, so that's only going to work if you're putting your story out there and you're posting. All right. So it's time. like it's time to get serious about just being consistent in the daily work and getting people on board. Shout out to Alicia. She signed her first customer. It was a friend of hers. She signed, she emailed back and forth, didn't give up, and she got her plugged into our Melt Your Middle. I know Amy is sick tonight, but she's been really, really, really working hard on those conversations and asking for help on those. So you guys, like, yeah, that don't hesitate to send messages and then say, oh crap, what do I say? Because that's what we're here for. All right, so with that, like, I do want to do some of the work tonight, but before we do that, like, I want to hear from you, like, what's going well. Let's start with that. Like, what's going well in your business? Like, somebody unmute yourself and just tell me something that's going really well. Anybody? If you don't have anything, that's okay. But like, let's look.
I can't think of anything particular, but I am getting a little bit better with coming up with like trying to be more consistent with my post, even though I'm not. But I'm getting like ideas like written down, which is better than what I was doing before. And so I'll just jot ideas down. I may not get them on a post, but at least I have these ideas to go back and look at so that like when I am ready to post, I have some ideas or just some notes jotted down.
Yeah. And Alicia and I actually, we got on a call Saturday morning and we did talk about that. And it's a lot like, you know, you think about like your social media content is a lot like your meal planning and your meal prepping, right? Like, I know that on Monday night we had a baseball game, so I had to plan a meal according to what was going on in my life, right? And so and I had to execute. Like, if I wanted to have the food for this week, I had to buy it and had to prep it and I had to have it ready. And so your social media content is exactly the same. Think about what's going on in your life. Think about what are you traveling this week? Is school ending? Do you have like a big exam? Like, are you like Angelia, you know, you're home, you're kind of free now, you know, like, think about what's going on in your life and how does health and fitness play into that? How does taking care of yourself play into that? Angelia may be home. She may have more time to actually plan and execute and meal prep and make healthier choices. Like you told me today on that call, you were like, now I want to actually get in the habit of doing this so that when I go back to school, that I am armed with habits and repetition. That's a post. Like, that's a post. That's your social media post for today or tomorrow. Like, I'm off. I'm out of school. I've been kind of halfway in, kind of halfway out with my taking care of my body. Look, she's looking for a pen. And like now, you know, like now I'm actually going to get to practice at this better. It's been imperfect, but imperfect progress. I don't know the saying. My brain's tired tonight. Imperfect progress is better than something, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, tell people what your goal is and then put in there, Angelia, put in there, like, here's an example of what I eat in a day, you know, like my shake for breakfast, lunch is this and that. If I have a snack, it's this. And for dinner, I eat this. I'm still learning how to fuel my body, and I actually want to help other women learn with me, right? So think about your life. What is happening this week? How can you talk about that in your social media? And again, here's something I want to teach you guys tonight is when you're making these posts, don't just talk at people. Like, don't just talk at people. Like, this is me, this is what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. Actually invite them in through your caption. And a really simple way to invite people in to your story and like help them see it, think about it from their perspective is to use the word you. And so, like, if you were to say, and I'm just using you as an example, Angelia, like, if you were to say, like, if you said that, like, you know, I'm out of school, here's my goals for my nutrition this summer. This is what I'm eating in a day. What would you do with some more education? If you could educate yourself on nutrition, on and understanding what your body needs, like, what would your next goal be for your nutrition, right? Where would you be in 2 months, 3 months from now? Like, actually make your reader think about it from their perspective, because I think when I was a new coach, it was okay just to be me. This is what I'm doing. Do you want to do it with me? But social media now, people want to follow you and like see themselves in your story. And so, you know, use the word you more in your content so that people can connect with that. So yeah, your life and your goals for yourself, that is your social media content. And I don't want you guys to overthink it too much, but I do want to encourage you to practice at it and get more consistent. All right. Tiara said your posts and your stories are going well. People are actually coming to you because of what you're putting out there. And yeah, that does work. It does work. Like people are following you guys. You may not know it. You may not see it yet, but I'll never forget as a new coach, like I would get 1 like on my post. I would get no likes on my post. I would get 2 likes, and it was like my mom and my sister. And then, like, a week later, somebody would message me and be like, "Hey, Rachel, I've been watching you." And I was like, "Really? What? Really?" But people are paying attention, even if they're not engaging with your content. So it is very important to be consistent, Okay. Um, okay. So the other thing is that Melt Your Middle has started this week. We are in prep week. Like I said, I mean, use that to push you. If you're like a down to the wire kind of person, like this is the time to get your people signed up, because after this week, we're not going to add people to Melt Your Middle because they would be behind. It wouldn't serve them. But that doesn't mean that you stop marketing a group. That doesn't mean that you stop inviting people. You're going to invite people until you hit your success club, until you have 3 people who are enrolled with a challenge pack at least. Okay. And even when you hit that, you're still not going to stop inviting, because it's a muscle. You're working that muscle, you're building that muscle, you're training it. And so you're going to stay in the habit of inviting people, whether it's 1 person a day, 2 people a day, or 5 people a day. So what are you inviting to? You're still inviting to Melt Your Middle. That's our boot camp. It's 3 weeks of a very specific nutrition plan. They get to do a workout, incorporate Shakeology, Energize, whatever they want in their pack. And yeah, we're going to coach them. Like if you have somebody in there, I want you to come in there and be an active participant and cheer people on. But once that closes, you can still invite people to our faith and fitness challenge groups, and we can get them started right where they are. Don't worry about that passing, but this is your I'm pushing you. You want people in Melt Your Middle because it's going to be a really good group, and they're going to have everything they need to succeed. So use that content. If you haven't used those stories and things that I created for you guys yet, then it's time to go back and pull that out. And yes, you can absolutely use the same stories over. You can use the same post ideas over. You can work in call to actions in whatever you share, and you can get people interested and signed up. But again, if you're not talking about the group, if you're not inviting to the group, then you're probably not having people sign up. Okay. All right. So y'all want to send some messages on Facebook? Invite people? Yeah. Is anybody like, oh, I haven't been posting on Facebook? Do I need to make a post first? Because what's going to happen is when you invite somebody, they're going to go check out your page first before they even respond to you. That's absolutely what happens. So do we need to make a post first, or do we need to invite? Go ahead and invite. Y'all tell me.
I have to post on
Okay,
Facebook.
let's post.
I don't post on Facebook. I do it on Instagram. So
do you want to post on Facebook, or are you just like?
I try not to do on Facebook just because I try to keep it more of like my family stuff. You know what I mean? And I try to do Instagram more of like my friends. You know what I mean? The bigger.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep, it does. It does. I do want to encourage you like to just think about, pray about using Facebook. And if you feel led to grow your following there and post there, it will be, like I said, a little bit more of a warm market for everybody, but you can definitely do this on Instagram. So let's make a post. And what I want you to do, and Angelia, we just kind of talked about yours. Like yours is just going to be, I'm out of school. Alicia, yours is like, life is crazy. Like I am not out of school. Like I am in the midst of drowning in all of my commitments. And you kind of made a post like that. I think I saw this weekend. But like now, what I want to challenge you to do is tell people, yeah, I may feel like I'm drowning, but I'm not. And I can make the next right choice. And for me, the next right choice in my health and fitness is to get my workout in, is to track my nutrition, and to stay accountable to my faith and fitness boot camp. So let's make a post.
You cut out. What did you say? I'm like, you cut out. Wait a minute.
Satan, get behind me. So what I said, what you're going to do is say like, yeah, even though I am drowning and I've overcommitted and life is crazy right now, I can make the next right choice. Like I know I can make the next best choice for my health and fitness. And right now that looks like going to bed at a decent hour, like getting my workout in the morning, spending time with Jesus before I open my phone, eating food that fuels my body and staying accountable to my faith and fitness girlfriends or something like that. Okay. All right. I'm just going to sit here and answer if you need help with writing it, but let's get a post up. And I can help you with a call to action too. If you need help. Did I cut out again? Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Allie is traveling the world in an RV. Allie. Oh, you did work out. That is so cool. Where are you right now? If you can talk, y'all go ahead and keep writing. Make your post. Ah, nice. Nice. That's fun. Okay. Are you writing a post? Did you make a post today? Making a post now. I love it. Have you made your coach announcement, Allie? Because if you need help with that, we can do that tonight too. And if y'all are writing, like, and you need help, like that's what we're here for. Okay. Do you want to make your coach announcement, Allie? No time like the present. I'm going to go find something really fast. Y'all keep typing, keep writing. All right, I'm finding a video for Allie. That's what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, Allie, I just sent you a really short, like 5-minute video that walks you through how to make your coach announcement. So if you want to watch it right now, you can. If you want to watch it when we get off, I can put it in the messenger pod too. Just so you have it. But yes, watch that and then you can write it up tonight. I wouldn't honestly post it this late since you're in Florida. That's Eastern time zone. I would do it probably around lunch tomorrow or wait until like 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. That's when more people are going to be on to see it. Okay. But you can still make a post tonight. You can still share your goals with people or tell them about your day or something like that tonight. Okay. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Are we going good, gals?
Give me some of that verbiage again, Rachel,
About-
that you were saying.
Yeah. Just about like you being out of school. I'm really just telling you
Yes.
what you told me today. You know, like you've been kind of halfway in, halfway out with your nutrition, which you've shared that with me. You know, and you find yourself like eating late at night. You know, you talked about that today, and you know that's not serving your goals well. And so, like, just share. So these are my summertime goals. That's what I would do. These are my summertime goals. You know, get plenty of sleep, get my workout in, eat whole foods. You could say like dinner and done if you want to call it that. No eating after dinner. And check in to my faith and fitness accountability group. Yeah. Okay. And then you could say, I don't know if you realize, but I'm also a coach and I want to help 3 women get some results this summer with me. And then you could say something like, if you have summer goals, if you want to lose a couple of pounds this summer, learn about nutrition and stewarding your body well with me, then just drop a, you can do like a sunshine emoji thing below, and I'll share more about how it works. Look, she's like, okay. It's funny watching you type it. And it needs to be a picture of you. It needs to be a picture of you. Okay. Yeah, you with your post. You hear me?
Are you talking to me, Rach?
Yes. Yeah, it needs to be a picture.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, a picture of you that you post with this caption.
Oh,
Are
okay.
Are you going to do it on Facebook and Instagram?
I guess.
Why not?
I really don't want to do it to Facebook, but I will.
Okay. Is it just because it's so many people you know, like you guys? Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's kind of the point though. Like they're the people who already know you and trust you. And like, yeah. And I get it. Like I get it. I was there too. Like I was there too.
Yeah.
I just didn't have an Instagram. Like, so I had to post to Facebook, and it like really made me, I remember when I did my coach announcement, I like did it and closed my computer and didn't look at it again for like 12 hours. But what I found was I got lots of love. I got lots of encouragement. I got lots of people who were like, yeah, what are you doing? But way to go. That's great, you know? And so I just know like on this side of it, you have such an opportunity to encourage people and inspire them. If it has to, I was about to say that if it has to do with work, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, 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 that is hard. But I mean, just
Yeah.
because you work doesn't mean you don't work out.
No, I know. It's just it's my admin and they,
Yeah.
they friend you and it's like, you know, I don't know. Just I don't know. It just
Yeah.
is like one of those things that's like try really hard. I mean,
What if
obviously
what if it's not a call to action post and it's just these are my summer goals post, or this
yeah.
is my week long post or my weekly goals post.
Yeah. I did post just now, just kind of
Okay.
about that, but without it being like a call to action, just because
Yeah. No, I get that.
yeah.
I get that. Okay. So you did the same thing on Instagram? No. Yeah. Just copy and paste. And then we'll go invite. Then we'll invite some people. When y'all are done, just tell me and we'll go send some invites.
This is my problem. I'll reread it, and I think, oh my gosh, that sounds so stupid. Or,
Yeah.
oh, this is driving me nuts. I'm my worst enemy.
Yeah. It's easy to overthink it, but if
Mhm.
overthinking it is not getting you anywhere, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. You just gotta make the post. Like I should really start sharing an old post with you guys every day in our messenger pod because it's hilarious. Like my posts were hilarious. Like compared to what I am now, like I was so green and so it was so raw and like not pretty, but I just did it. You just got to do it. Okay. All right. So get your post up and then we'll start inviting. All right. So I did put that example of a message in. Did you do it? Did you do it, Angie? Okay, good. So
Yes.
okay, good. So I did. So now I want you guys, and you can do this, even if you're not like doing a call to action, like necessarily on your Facebook, since you put that up there, you can still go private message people that somewhat well, on your Facebook, because most likely the people that follow you on Facebook, fairly well. So you can go and send a message similar to the one that I just shared with you guys. You can do this on Facebook or Instagram, but just go to your friends list. Go to your friends list and let's see. I'm gonna put that message in our Facebook Messenger because it's going to be hard for you to copy it or edit it from this call, especially if you're on your phone. But right now we're going to go send some messages. Okay. So open up your friends list, whether we're on Facebook or Instagram. And I just want you to start messaging people and say, hey, I don't know if you've been following along lately. Let's see, I'm going to change this a little, but I've fallen in love with my workouts, improving my nutrition, managing my hormones through food, and I am actually seeing results and getting to help other women in the same. Do you have any summer goals that you're working toward your own health and fitness? I would love to partner up. That's what I just put it in our messenger pod. So like, I want you to copy that. You can change the wording a little bit. I encourage you to always change the wording a little bit so it sounds more like you. If you're not working on hormone health, like Allie, you're working out and trying to get healthy while you travel the world, which is crazy. That's like amazing. And so, your message might say something like, I have, been really working on my nutrition and my health, even while we're traveling, and just making no excuses. And I really want to help some other women do the same. You could change the wording a little bit that way. So yeah, let's go send that message. Let's send it to at least 10 people. Let's send it to at least 10 people. Okay. You guys do that? Does everybody see it? Are you able to copy it and paste it? Make sure you change the word from Emily. I've done that so many stupid times, like copied my own message and pasted it, and I sent the wrong name. That's embarrassing, but you can overcome it. While y'all do that, I gotta find my phone. Hold on. Thanks. All right, how's it going? All right. Um, when you got your tan done, just tell me in the caption. And then we're gonna do one more thing before we go for the night. How's it going? Does your epinephrine kick in? Henry and I learned about the endocrine system today. When you get nervous, you start sweating and breathing heavy, and your heart starts beating hard. Made me think about all my early days as a coach. All right, you guys. We got 10 more minutes. The last thing that I want you to do, and you can go ahead and do it now, or you can do it when we get off the call, is I want you to go and I want you to love on a lot of people's posts and a lot of their stories. And what I mean is, I just want you to open up your Instagram. If you post it on both, if you're messaging on both, I want you to do this on both for just like 5 minutes each. And I want you to just scroll through. I put in our new partner pod today that like the day after Mother's Day is the easiest day to go through your Instagram and just comment on people's posts, respond to people's stories that they put up from yesterday or today, and just say, I hope you had the best Mother's Day. You look so happy, or I love your dress, just something like really genuine, because when you go and you engage on other people's content, they're going to see yours more. They're going to see what you're putting up more. They're going to see your stories pop into their feed. So right now, I want us all to just go and give some love on people's content, people who aren't coaches, people who aren't challengers of yours yet, and just scroll through your Instagram and your Facebook and give some love. Okay. That means like, comment. If they have some stories up, you can respond to their stories. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Let's do that. Hey, Milo, did you text Hayden? Milo, come do that. Yeah. Period. You gotta start a new sentence.
This is Milo. Period. How you spell? How you
Just
spell?
do a capital H. She'll know. Okay. Do y'all need any help getting it done? All right. So tomorrow, now hear my words again, because this is important for longevity. I told myself within the first year of my business, started to notice a pattern. If I woke up with messages in my inbox the next day, it was very clear to me that I did the work the day before. But on the days I didn't wake up with messages in my inbox, I knew I hadn't done the work. Okay. So if you want to gauge the growth and the health of your business, is every day you should wake up with messages in your inbox. They could be no's. They could be like, "Atta girl, I don't want to do anything like that." They might be yeses. They might be silence. Well, that's not a message, but somebody may have seen it and said nothing, and that's okay. But this is how you're going to grow, and you're going to find people to do it with you. And I'm proud of you guys. You took big action tonight, and I believe that it's going to pay off. Okay. Does anybody have questions before we go? No questions? Okay. All right. Well, I would love to say a prayer, and obviously, in our new partner group, the Facebook group today, the post today was about what to say when people say they want more information. And there was a video from the Kirkpatrick's. They're beautiful people. They're funny. They live in Canada. It's a couple. It's a really good training video. So, if you get people who are like, okay, yeah, tell me, what are you doing? Make sure you watch that and read that. And I kind of walk you through what to say and things like that. Okay. So, definitely use that group. There's lots of good training in there. All right. I'm going to say a prayer, and then we're all going to go to bed, knowing with peace that we moved our business forward today, and ask God just to bless it. Okay. God, thank you so much for this time. Thank you for a good day of being with my people and being here for these women who showed up for this call. God, I pray that Amy feels better soon. Lord, I pray that you would heal her body. God, and I just pray for Angie and Alicia and Tiara and Allie, God, that you would continue to speak to them, speak through them. God, help them to submit this work to you, whether it's 30 minutes of work, an hour, 2 hours. God, help them just to submit it to you, to give it to you, to work hard in the time that they have, to ask questions where they need it, and just to ask you to guide their words and everything that they do. Lord, I do pray big blessings over their business. God, I know you are the God who can do anything with what we give to you. And I pray that you would bless this work that they did tonight, that they will inspire someone to take care of themselves, that they would open a conversation that will lead to a sale and a new client and a woman who actually has the tools to do something to change her health, God. And I just pray that you would just please help us as a team to be in prayer for one another and spurring one another on to big action, God. And I just am trusting you with the growth of their businesses and what you will do through them and in them, Lord. Thank you so much for this opportunity to work on ourselves, to grow our faith, and to help other women do that as well. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right. Good night, you guys. Good night. I'll see you next week.